Alright, I could have seen it coming a mile away. Yesterday I posted a video showing the effects of head amp gain on signal to noise ratio and gain before feedback / feedback stability. I was using a cheap Behringer self-powered mixer and a relatively inexpensive passive speaker to do the test. Doesn't really matter much. I set this rather expensive Midas M32 up in comparison, of course, to the cheap Behringer I used, and then I have my RCF NX12 SMA, a rather expensive speaker. I set it up in the same manner as I did yesterday with the analog counterpart. Channel 1 was set to be the cold input or undergained setting. Channel 2 was set up to be our nominal level setting, and then channel 3 was set up to be our cooked head amp setting. What it showed yesterday was that channel 1 just has a crap ton of noise, but works pretty much normally otherwise, with the exception that you have to gain the trim pots all the way up to get any kind of usable level, which makes it pretty much unusable. Channel 2, of course, works as you'd expect. It's relatively stable. You have some adjustability in there, and it functions normally. Channel 3 was set up with the cooked head amp type setting, and it basically turned it into a hair trigger. You don't have a lot of adjustment before it's either no feedback or all kinds of feedback, and it's exactly the same on the analog as it is with the digital, and we're about to show that. So I'm going to unplug the tone generator that I have in there, and we're going to plug in the microphone into channel 1. Select channel 1. Right off the bat, you're going to hear the noise. Oh, that lovely hiss. And I have it gained down just a little bit to show you that, it's stable at the moment. I can get it to just feedback. You can maybe just hear it, but I'm all the way up. I'm gained all the way up. It's just nothing left. There's nowhere to go with it at that point. And the noise is just horrible. Alright, so channel 2. Okay, we're going to unmute that. I'm going to select it. And we're going to see right away that we got some gain range here. If I turn it down, it's clear. I can work with that. It's pretty much in the middle of its adjustability range, and it's not a hair trigger. You got some playroom in there. Let's go over to channel 3, our cooked head amp setting. Alright, select. We're going to unmute. Now this one's a hair trigger still. We're going to see right away that it's either kind of on or off. So I have it a little low. Whoa. So stable, runs off. Stable, runs off. Alright, so right away you can still see that it's still a hair trigger. It's either on or off with the feedback. So beep, we're going to mute that. We're going to unplug the microphone, and we're going to use the tone generator to show that the levels are still pretty relative to each other. So channel 1, lots of hiss. I'm not going to use the dB meter. We already know that they're relatively close, or at least I know that they are. Channel 2, same difference. And then channel 3, same basic difference. So there you have it. Analog mixer, digital mixer, cheap mixer, expensive mixer, cheap speaker, expensive speaker, passive, self-powered, whatever, it doesn't matter. The results are the same. A cold head amp setting just gives you a crap ton of noise, and you have to gain it up somewhere else to get the kind of level you need out of it. It just doesn't work, recording or live sound wise. Channel 2, set up in the more conventional manner, more textbook way, works as you'd expect, does what you want it to do. Channel 3 is the cooked head amp type setting, where you run the head amp way up and you let the vocals kind of saturate the head amp. Yeah, it functions, you get some workability, but as you've seen, it basically turns it into a hair trigger. It's either on or off with the feedback. It's the same difference with an analog or a digital mixer. Food for thought.